welcome to our meeting today, and I'd like to call to order the meeting of the San Bernardino International Airport Authority. Today is Wednesday, March the 22nd, 2023, and it is approximately 3:05 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you do roll call, please?
Yes, certainly. Please state your names for the record. Members from the City of Colton.
Frank Navarro.
Thank you. Members from the City of Loma Linda.
Dusty Rigsby.
Thank you. Member from the County of San Bernardino, 3rd District.
Dawn Rao.
Thank you. Members from the City of Highland.
Penny Lilburn.
Thank you. And members from the City of San Bernardino.
Theodore Sanchez.
And Helen Tran.
Thank you very much. We have a full quorum.
Is there money?
Thank you very much. This time I would like to ask Mayor Tran to lead us in the pledge.
Okay.
Thank you. My pleasure. Hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Frank, I like the flag.
Thank you. Wait till the next time. I'm going to have another request for that, okay? Okay. We have closed session today?
Yes.
All right. So then we will then adjourn to closed session, and we will reconvene shortly thereafter. Thank you.
We figured out how to turn the heater on in spring.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're a little behind the curve, but we got it.
Thank you, Kat. Okay, if I could have our attorney read us out of closed session, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. In closed session, as item number 1, there was no reportable action taken in closed session.
Thank you very much. And now we're going to open the open session. Again, welcome to our meeting for San Bernardino International Airport Authority. And at this time, we already did our pledge. And at this time, is there any items to be added or deleted?
No items.
All right, thank you. Conflict of interest, item F. Anybody wishing to declare a conflict of interest on any item on the agenda? Hearing none, seeing none, we move on to item G, informational items. Mr. Burrows, please.
So I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing you to one of our newest employees. Our amazing operations team has brought one of the hardest workers in the squad here. As many of you may have found out, wildlife management is a very active part of what we do as an airport. And I'd like the guys to introduce our employee here, who does live at the airport. Oh, are you on? So this is Eddie. You're up? Thanks, Alex. No. There you go. Now you can do karaoke.
Good afternoon, board members. This is my new coworker, Norton. He is one of our coworkers here, and my partner here, Richie, and I, we are one of the 2 of the 4 handlers that take him out. And the main purpose for our friend here is to help us mitigate our wildlife birds here at the airport and continue keeping the airport safe.
So I don't know if you heard that, but the ops team decided to name him Norton.
No. Norton?
Okay.
All right. Yep. Okay. All right.
And how's Norton doing? Doing good. We're gonna pass performance evaluation this year?
Yeah, he's doing good. So a couple things. He has his own office, which I don't have. The airport authority pays for all his meals, and he's off on the weekends. So.
Does he have a window?
What was that?
Does he have a window?
Yes, he does.
You don't?
No.
I have to work on that.
So, Mike, I have a question. So when the planes are coming in, is that when Norton goes out to actually mitigate some of the wildlife?
No, so we take them out, we try to take them out when there's no aircraft around, keep the airport safe. So we try to mitigate from him going out when the planes are out.
Okay,
He could, and he will listen, but we try not to do that.
gotcha.
Welcome, Norton. Thank you so much for all of your work.
Right.
And Kat never thought she'd have an HR policy for a canine, but now we do.
And insurance.
Yep, okay.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck.
So our next, not as exciting news, Ms. Pritchett wanted to report out on a couple of storm-related incidents. Not that you haven't heard enough about those lately, but thankfully we fared pretty well. But Ms. Pritchett, if you would.
Thank you. Are we on? Before I put on my Director of Risk Management hat, I would like to keep my Director of HR hat on for a while and have the distinguished honor of introducing another team member. She does not live at the airport, and she does have an office. Melissa Sutton. Melissa, if you could wave. Melissa is part of our clerk of the board team. She's our first record specialist, and she is responsible for maintaining and ensuring that we're compliant with our records compliance requirements and getting rid of things and making sure we can find things, and she's been doing a fantastic job. So welcome, Melissa. Transitioning hats to risk management, our beautiful airport managed to sustain 29 atmospheric rivers like a champion. Some of our older facilities that have a tendency to flood did not. The only loss we did have was a sinkhole over on the Leland, Norton, and Webster that was caused actually from a broken storm drain pipe. That was mitigated. The final repairs were within Mike's signing authority, but we just want to let you know that we sustained the weather and everything's beautiful and we are moving on. The facilities team, they're doing regular inspections just in case there's something happening we haven't seen yet. In that case, we will report back. So that concludes my reports.
Thank you.
And our medians are very green right now, so we appreciate that. Mr. Cousineau is got a week off here, so I'll give the update on the audit, which is not much update. We should have that prepped finally with the new GASB compliance on leases for your next meeting in April. Finally. But we've kept up with all bond disclosure. We're in good shape there. So plan on April for being the audit presentation. And that concludes our reports.
Thank you very much. Before we move on, I'd like to recognize a couple of alternate members of our board. Mr. John Echeverria from the City of Colton, who's in the back, and Mr. Fred Charette from the City of San Bernardino. Thank you. Next, Chair presents the Commission consent calendar.
Move it.
I have
Second.
I have a motion from Councilmember Rigsby, and I think I've got a second from Supervisor.
Yes.
Thank you. Any
Public comment? No public comments.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have a motion by Member Rigsby and a second by Member Rao. Please state your votes for the record. Member Navarro?
Yes.
Member Rigsby?
Yes.
Member Rao?
Yes.
Member Lilburn?
Yes.
Member Tran?
Yes.
And Member Sanchez?
Yes.
Thank you. That item passed unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to item I of the agenda, Commission action items. Item number 7 is to consider and adopt the proposed budget adjustments for the fiscal year 2022 and 2023. Since Mr. Cousineau is not here today, I think Mr. Burrows is going to respond to that.
And so you've got a few adjustments in here in various funds. Most of the general fund adjustments are related to, a slight uptick in landscape maintenance. And again, this comes as the crescendo of the additional work that we've added to beautify, particularly the areas in and around the terminal, so that we keep that up to snuff for our traveling public. We did incur a little bit of repair work on our fire trucks for the ARF crew. Obviously, emergency repairs, you just heard about some of that, unanticipated. So we're asking for an adjustment to catch up on that. Some of that will be potentially reimbursable through insurance. Little things about utilities, trash, natural gas. I wanted to explain the FAA items, though. So the construction management component of the taxiway and shoulder projects, is actually reimbursable through FAA. We do have to ask for a budgetary increase to pay our contractor AECom. Both projects are in closeout mode and could be here for notice of completion as early as next month, right, Jeff? But we did have to make those 50/50 adjustments because they were the construction manager for both projects since they were happening at the same time, so we got good value out of that. FAA will reimburse us and close out on those. Travel, we have more employees now than we did at the beginning of the budget, and we are backlogged in getting them in their training through their industry compliance, so there's a little uptick to get us through end of fiscal on that. And then the airport green energy element, we need a slight adjustment to be able to complete the last stage of the DOE grant that we're awaiting here in a couple of weeks. That should get us through end of fiscal. Happy to answer any other questions on that. So you'll see a corresponding grant revenue to offset the 10% local match from FAA. So we do have a slight exposure on the construction management, but 90% of that's paid by the FAA.
Okay, any public comment on this item?
No public comments.
Any comments or questions from commission members?
Mr. Chairman, I had moved that we adopt the proposed budget adjustments table.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion by Councilmember Rigsby and a second by Supervisor Rao.
Thank you. We have a motion by Member Rigsby and a second by Member Rao. Please state your votes for the record. Member Navarro.
Yes.
Member Rigsby.
Yes.
Member Rao.
Yes.
Member Lilburn.
Yes.
Member Tran.
Yes.
And Member Sanchez.
Yes.
Thank you. Item passes unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 8. This is to award a construction contract to Brightview Landscape Services Incorporated in the amount of $88,489 for Luxter Landscaping Project. Mr. Jeff Barrow, please.
Yes, thank you. Award of a construction contract to Brightview Landscaping Service Incorporated in amount of $88,489 for the Luxter Landscaping Project and authorize the Chief Executive Officer to execute all related documents. Staff recommends that the Commission approves the above recommended action.
Thank you, Mr. Barrow. Any comment, any public comment on this, Madam Clerk?
No public comments.
Thank you. Comments or questions from commissioners? If not, the chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Okay, Mayor Tran moves the item.
I'll second. You already-
Dusty beat you to it.
Mayor Tran does the motion, and second was my Mr. Rigsby. Madam Clerk?
Thank you. We have a motion by Member Tran and a second by Member Rigsby. Please state your votes for the record. Member Navarro.
Yes.
Member Rigsby.
Yes.
Member Rao.
Yes.
Member Lilburn.
Yes.
Member Tran.
Yes.
And Member Sanchez.
Yes.
Thank you. The item passes unanimously.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 9. This is to approve amendment number 1 for professional services agreement with Right Energy Group LLC in the amount of $20,000 for green energy consultant services to SBIAA. Mr. Burrows, if you would, please.
So this is the counterpart of that adjustment in the budget adjustments that we just referred to. Right Energy Group has been with us since the start of our this year's journey in the green energy element, and they've got extensive Department of Energy experience, so we'd like to keep them on board for the tail end of the grant submission. This should get them through the end of the fiscal year. I know that the adjustment's only $20,000, but it is over my signature authority for total contract if approved. That's why it's on the agenda.
Madam Clerk, public comment?
No public comments.
Questions, comments from commission? If not, chair will entertain a motion.
I move amendment number 1.
Okay.
Second?
Rigsby, second.
A second.
Mayor Tran?
Thank you. We have a motion by Member Rigsby and a second by Member Tran. Please state your votes for the record. Member Navarro.
Yes.
Member Rigsby.
Yes.
Member Rao.
Yes.
Member Lilburn. Member Tran.
Yes.
And Member Sanchez.
Yes.
Thank you. That item passes unanimously.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 10. This is to review status of the action plan for the San Bernardino International Airport Authority. Mr. Burrows.
Okay, so you'll see legislative updates on this, and amongst others, Ms. Pritchett and I had occasion to join our partners at Inland Action in D.C. recently. got to see firsthand many of our legislators hard at work. The biggest issue, single issue for airports right now is FAA reauthorization. So there's a number of components of that going through the various committees and reviews. Good support from our trade organizations, particularly Airports Council International, American Association of Airport Executives, and as usual, every year we are fully advocating for full funding of the FAA Airport Improvement Program. Good support nationally across the board on that, so we're hearing positive signs on that as we move forward. Not done yet, so we need to keep eyes on it, but if we do hear issues in there, we'll be back to you directly with your respective organizations to help hopefully advocate for the right decision. But you know, it is getting a lot of attention. And the other thing that is being discussed again is appointment of an FAA administrator, which came up last year and then is up on for discussion again currently. FAA staff in DC has maintained some continuity though, so we've got good folks back there that have been advocating for our projects, and you'll see that firsthand in projects like the runway and the taxiway projects we're just wrapping up. And we're getting great support from Los Angeles and the Airport District Office in next year's allocation of funding, and hope to report back on that here in advance of your budget here coming up in June as to what type of funding levels we're going to see in the next round of our capital program. So good support for airports right now, and not a bad thing to have. Next month, as I mentioned, we will be prepared to get you your audit report, and then we have some updates on maybe some additional new grants that are on the horizon. We may need some support from you all going after. But that's, in a nutshell, what's going on.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have a question.
Mr. Rigsby.
I would like to know what Mr. Burrows thinks of the FAA being run by a non-pilot airport administrator.
There's discussion on that. Discussion ensues. Yeah, but Mr. Washington has had experience at Denver. That's not a small airport to run, but yeah, that is the topic back in DC.
I just wondered if all of you guys are like a cheerleading squad for each other.
We support aviation, Dusty.
Thank you, Mr. Rigsby. Supervisor Rob.
How often do airports have to go through a reauthorization process?
It depends on the year. So if you rewound to the mid-2000s, airports nationally were on a continuing resolution for almost a decade. So there's times where we don't get that. It's kind of like the transportation bill at DOT. Times you get it, you celebrate it. And we've had a good run recently, but it doesn't happen. Sometimes we're on a CR. And it does happen. I don't want to jinx it, but it could happen. And of course, for us right now, where we're at, having air cargo and now passenger, those are entitlement funds, and so they're based on formula. We're in a different position than we were previous years under CRs, where we're really fighting for every discretionary dollar. We still fight for that, but you know, being in the entitlement club helps us right now as we continue our growth. So, but no, it happened a lot.
Okay. Anybody else? No? Okay. Madam Clerk, added or deferred items?
No items.
And now we're going to open the public comment to those in the audience.
No open session public comment.
Okay, thank you. Commission member comments? Theodore? Bill? Penny?
I'm good.
Everybody's good. Wow. How about that? I'm also good. There being no other business to attend to for the Airport Authority, we are adjourned.